Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh.
Hello guys, I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me for this Divine Masculine weekend reading. I did do a weekly reading and it was very powerful for the Divine Masculines, but I do also love to do a weekend reading. I also did a new moon in Pisces reading for the Divine Masculines, and that is going to be over the weekend, but I just thought I'd do this as well for you guys because I just feel that you need some guidance during this weekend as well, and I just love doing them, and I haven't been that active this week as well, so I just thought I would do this to see what's going on with the Divine Masculine's energy during this weekend of March 13th to 14th 2021. So I'm going to start the reading with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, sorry. So I'm going to start shuffling. If you are new, welcome to my channel, Align for My Soul. My name is Zoe, and thank you to all of you for your love and support, encouragement, sharing your love, taking the time to comment, the donations, all of it just blows me away, and I'm so very grateful that I've been connected with you guys. Thank you so much. And my readings are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you've tapped on the reading. If it resonates and you feel connected to me, it means the message is for you. And I use the labels Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, because that's how I channel. It's easy for you to understand. I realise it's just energy, so don't be offended. Just put it into your situation, how it resonates to you. If you would like a private reading as well, just email me. It's in the description box down below, and I can do that for you because everyone's twin flame journey is unique, and if you're wanting to clear a message, I can do that for you. So let's see what the energy is going to be for the Divine Masculine this weekend. Treasure Island, wow, and it's number 9. So they are in this energy of, you know, we know the Divine Masculines are in such, they're in their heart space. They are feeling this love and they want to express it to you. They realise that you are their treasure island. They realise that you are their treasure. So that's amazing energy to be in, treasure island. So yeah, they know you're their treasure. They're thinking about you, wanting you, they're wanting to express how they're feeling towards you. And let's see what it says in the guidebook as well, because I haven't had this card very often. So I'm going to see if I have got this right, trusting my intuition here. So number 9, and it's 32, which is 3 and 2 is 5, which is movement and change. So okay, the essential meaning is the law of attraction bringing dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains and the sharing of the good fortune. Yeah, they do realise that you're their treasure, and they are sticking to positive thinking. They're not allowing this ego to take over and feeding them a load of rubbish anymore. They're balancing their ego and their higher self, and they're practicing the law of attraction. They're learning how to manifest because they're so open. They're looking at things so differently now. They're trusting themselves, and the old beliefs, the old programming have been fading away more and more every single day. And they're just putting this into practice in their everyday life by positive thinking. They're staying in the present moment. They're not getting caught up in what happened in the past, not into putting too much pressure on themselves about the future. And this is benefiting them as well. They're realising this, and that is treasure as well, isn't it? Finding that's inner peace. And they know that you're their treasure as well. So the relationship message, I'm going to go straight to. Your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new gain. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. Yeah, because they're having this relationship with themselves, because they're learning about themselves and they're releasing the past and they've been doing their work. Their heart space is, you know, they're just coming from love. They're just seeing through the eyes of love, and they're thinking about you. They realise that you are the treasure, that you are their journey, that you are, they're part of their purpose. They know that you're supposed to be together, and you are their light. And that's giving them the drive to do this work, the same as your divine masculine that gives you the drive to do this work, no matter what you're experiencing, how many challenges, triggers, and even when you get to the stage where you feel like giving up, there's always some more strength that you can find within you, because this love that you have for your divine masculine is just so powerful and unexplainable. And your divine masculine feels exactly the same about you, so he knows you're his treasure. And because he's in this energy, because he has this realisation, he wants to celebrate this, and romance will bloom from this. Love is in the air, guys, so he wants to work with you, your divine masculine now. The divine masculines want to work with you. They want to celebrate this love now. They feel ready to do this now, because they have this great understanding. They're not running from this anymore. They've had the acceptance. They're having this amazing relationship with themselves, and by having the relationship with themselves, this is making them feel so clear and so full of love towards you, because you're one soul. Before, it was so confusing, there's so much conflict, because the ego was taking over, and the fear and the doubt, but they've changed everything. They've changed their thought process. They just have so much more balance in their life, because of this awakening, this transformation, this rebirth they've experienced. So they want to celebrate this now. They want to celebrate this love, because they know that you're the treasure. They want to come and get the treasure. So how beautiful is that, guys? Let's see what's next. I'm going to go for the soul's journey next, to see what else the energy is going to be for the divine masculines during March 13th to 14th 2021. What do we need to know? What the divine masculines can be experiencing this weekend of March 13th to the 14th 2021? What are they going to be feeling? How are they going to be feeling? Let's see. Worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Yeah, they realise that worry just creates more worry. They're not going to worry. They're releasing the worry. And yeah, they have this deeper understanding that worry just takes over. They could be feeling quite nervous about, you know, obviously when you're making big changes, when you're changing things within yourself and changing things in your situation around you as well, that does create worry. But what they're realising is worrying about it is just creating more worry, making them feel uncomfortable. So they're learning to balance this ego that brings in the, you know, the ego and the higher self, and they're balancing that within themselves. They're trusting themselves and letting the worry and the doubt and the fear to come in and to go, instead of it staying within them and making them hold back and allowing it to take over their life. So they're releasing worry, and realising that it's not beneficial. It's just creating more worry, and it's making everything a lot worse. So they have this realisation of what worry does. So let's see what it says in the guidebook. Worry is a wasted emotion. It does nothing other than give you the illusions of control. When you spend too much energy worrying, it limits you and has adverse effect on the natural energy of your soul. Yeah. Worrying destroys the hope, the faith and excitement that are wonderful elements of this schoolroom called Earth. Remember that you are what you think, and you have the power to create positive thoughts which beget positive outcomes. Worry is a negative emotion and sets you up for a negative result. What unnecessary worries are you carrying around with you now? Examine them objectively in the light of love. Help your soul by releasing them and be fully connected to the current moment, which is where your power resides. Yeah. So they realise this. They realise that worry is just an illusion. It's just doubt and fear that are coming in, and they're not standing for this anymore. They're releasing this. They're managing it. They are listening to what their soul wants. They're not listening to what worry is making them feel. They realise that, you know, that isn't true, and they're sticking with this now. So they're releasing it, and yeah, learning about the feeling of worry, what it makes you feel, being in tune with who they are and what different emotions feel like, and what serves them and what doesn't serve them. And they realise that worry is just holding them back, stopping them from doing things that they really want to do. It destroys the hope, trust, faith, and it's not beneficial to them at all. They've learned this, and they're still learning this. So, and then, you know, they learn that actually by worrying, you don't change anything in your life. You don't change this situation, and it won't help. The worry won't help them come towards you. It won't help them come and get the treasure that they're wanting, which is you. So that's a really good realisation. And again, we're always going to be experiencing doubt, fear, worry, whatever the word is that makes us feel uncomfortable, but they're managing it. They could be feeling worry this weekend, but they're managing it. And they're not going to let worry hold them back anymore and destroy their dreams and desires, not allowing it to rule their life anymore. They're managing it. Right, next I'm going to use the Archangel Animal Oracle deck. So that's amazing, isn't it, guys? Worry creates more worry, and they have this realisation now. It's not going to get them anywhere. What else do we need to know about the Divine Masculines? What they're going to be experiencing, how they're going to be feeling over this weekend of March the 13th to the 14th, 2021. Nice clear message, please. Kangaroo. Be a force of good, yeah. They're going to work through the worry. They're releasing the worry. They have this understanding what worry does, and they're bringing the force of love, the goodness forwards, instead of letting the worry create unreasonable behaviour for them to hold back who they truly are. They're bringing the force of who they really are. This has been, you know, the good within them. They're listening to what their soul wants, of who they truly are. They're bringing this forwards. So let's see what it says in the guidebook. And you know, in the kangaroo, you know, it's got so much light. You see the light shining within. And the Divine Masculines have found their light within, and it is radiating and shining to the world now. That they're glowing, because they have the realisation of so many things now. And yeah, so that's beautiful, isn't it, guys? How amazing. Kangaroo. 72. Right, I'm going to go straight to the guidance. This card of wise, balanced, compassionate leadership. So as I've said many times in my readings, the Divine Masculines are so wise. They have this balance, and they're being so compassionate towards themselves, which is creating being compassionate to others. When we're compassionate to ourselves, that's when we can radiate out to others and practice this in our everyday life, whatever's presented to us. Be a peaceful warrior, an upholder of justice and equality. Particularly help those who are vulnerable. Treat our beautiful planet with respect and love. At this time, you are invited to tune into the information and knowledge held within the Lemurian crystals. You may not be consciously aware that you're receiving light when you think about or hold one of these sacred crystals. Nevertheless, a download of keys and codes for the new golden age is being transmitted to you and will enable you to ease your journey through life. Be open to receiving, yeah. Because they have this balance, this compassion towards themselves, the force, the good is coming out of the Divine Masculine. All good is coming out of the Divine Masculine. Everything that they experienced before, maybe you've experienced yourself unreasonable behaviour, showing you who, you know, just being distant and being cold and not showing you who they truly are. That's been dissolved, that's deleted, that's gone, that's the past. And they are living their everyday life and practicing unconditional love, which is, you know, showing compassion to themselves and compassion to other people, because they have this balance. They're able to do this. They're managing the ego, the higher self, and they're so in tune with themselves. They're so conscious, and which is enabling them to have downloads of information, and they're seeing signs and synchronicities because they're so aligned with who they truly are. And they're open to receiving now. They're open to receiving the force of love, the force of good is just radiating out of them. They're just radiant, they're glowing because they found love. They found love within themselves. They found self-love. And they're open to receive because they know they're worthy of this now. They know that they're worth this love. They understand this love. They know how important it is to love themselves. And since they've been doing this, it's been so beneficial to them, and this is why they're practicing it in their everyday life as well. So how amazing is that, guys? They're open to receive. They're not blocking this love anymore. They realise that they can have their dreams and desires. They want to align with everything, but they know it's possible. They know it's possible to have their dreams and desires. They know it's possible to have this relationship with you because they have changed their perception to love in everything they do, because they're giving love to themselves, which love creates more love. The same as I say, worry creates more worry. You know, they've mastered this. They've mastered this. And that's how they're going to be feeling this weekend of March 13th to the 14th. They are they're just full of love. Right, let's do the communication for the Divine Masculines, what they'd love to communicate to you over this weekend of March the 13th to the 14th. What they'd love to communicate with you. This is the Divine Masculine Messages of Love from Liz Harrison. Oops. My cards are just flipping all over. I dream about you every night. They're dreaming about you, guys. Yeah, they're dreaming. And this is in front of the treasure card. They're dreaming about their treasure. They're dreaming about you, guys. They dream about you every night. Let's see what else they would say. What's coming out? I want to tell you how I feel, yeah. And that is in front of the worry. This is what their worry has been, because of how they felt before, because they felt they weren't good enough, because they were scared of rejection, abandonment, because they're feeling whole and they're feeling comfortable with themselves. They're giving themselves love. They're feeling they want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you how they feel. How amazing, guys, does this work? You are my... Sorry, that was around the wrong way. You are my future. That was obviously wanted to come up because that was the wrong way round in my deck. So, you are my future. Yes, they realise this. And nothing's stopping them now. They understand this journey so much now, and they want to tell you how they feel. They dream about you every night. They dream about their treasure. How amazing is that? And at the bottom of the deck, our passion is real. So if you was doubting, fearing, the message is for you that this passion is real. You are their future. They want to tell you how they feel, and they dream about you every night. They dream about being with you. So what I wanted to say before I go on as well, you know, I could have done this reading and pulled the worry card and gone, oh dear, the divine masculines are worried. They're, you know, oh dear, they're in the worry energy this weekend, and being very negative about it. But you know, I don't do my readings like that. I trust my intuition of what I know, and I see things through the eyes of love, and I convert everything into love, into positivity. And yes, this reading is very positive because divine masculines are mastering worry. They're not getting caught up in the worry. They're managing it. Doesn't mean to say they're not going to experience it, but they're managing it. They're not going to let it stand in their way anymore because they want to tell you how they feel. Can you believe how these cards come out on top, you know, in front of the ones that I've said, you know, they're dreaming about their treasure. They want to tell you how they feel. They're not going to get the worry in the way. And the good, the force of love is coming through. And they know that, because they know that you're their future. They are so determined. They're so ready. So how amazing is that? Right, let's see what my pots say. There you go, guys. Ready. Can you believe it? Ready. There's my thing again, guys, that I say. Can you believe it? Yes, I can believe it, Zoe. Ready. They are ready. They're ready. They want to tell you how they feel. They're ready to do this. They know that you're their future. They're dreaming about you. They realise you're their treasure because they found the treasure within themselves. Can you believe it? Beautiful and so magical, and how looked after and how supported I am on doing these readings. Sorry, I was going to say channel, but these readings. This is just amazing. Growth, yeah, they've had so much growth. Spiritual growth, just growth, which is creating this readiness. They're ready because of this growth that they've had. Just growing all the time, learning every day who they are, just how to manage things within themselves and everything around them. They're just so ready for this to come towards you now. Let's see what my communication pots say. The desire I have for you drives me crazy. Yeah, the desire they have for you drives them crazy. They really are desiring you. They are desiring you. They really want to tell you how they feel. And they're dreaming about you, about being with you, because they're desiring you so much. It just drives them absolutely crazy. The same as you, how you feel about your divine masculine. The desire you have for each other just drives you crazy, doesn't it? So they're feeling this weekend. Because the chakras are open, the sacred chakra is open. So it's allowing the desire. They're allowing themselves to have this desire. They're allowing themselves to feel the love because everything's open, all the chakras. You're my guiding light. Yeah, there you go. And how many times have I mentioned light as well? I mean, that they found their light within themselves. And they know that you're their guiding light. They know this whole experience. They understand this journey. They understand the experience that they've had. And you are their light. You're their guiding light. You give them the drive. And they just love you so much. Even if they haven't told you, even if they haven't told their truth to you, they want you to know this today. And they do want to tell you how they feel, and they're ready to do this. So, and we did, as I said, in the moonology, I mean, not the moonology, the new moon in Pisces, reading. He said communication is key, because they have got this vision. They know their future is with you. So they're just ready to do this now. But I feel that, again, the message for you guys is for you need to stay in your truth, in what you know. Trust what you already know. Trust in God. Don't come in and out of this energy. We really have to do this now, because it's been a very intense week where you have been challenged, I feel. You could have experienced some very dark energy. And you had to work through some illusions. But you've got to really stick to what you know. When you're truthful to yourself, when you believe your divine masculine loves you, when you believe that you're amazing and you're beautiful, when you believe that it's possible and you know that your divine masculine can speak his truth, he wants to tell you how he feels. He wants to do that, but you need to really believe that he's capable of doing that. You really do. It's not me just saying these words. You have to be in that energy. You have to live your everyday life as you know your divine masculine loves you. There's no doubt, no fear, whatever. And you know how he feels about you because you're one soul. Because you know how you feel about your divine masculine. You know all the experiences you've had, the signs, the code work, blah, 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 that you experience on this journey. That is all true. But the doubt and the fear comes in and makes you think, oh, well, maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe I've made the whole thing up. You know the truth. Just keep being truthful to yourself. Your divine masculine can speak his truth. He's capable of doing that. When you speak your truth to yourself, when you know yourself, when you accept your divine masculine's love, when you accept that the fact he does love you, he loves the whole of you. Nobody compares to you. That he loves you on every, and desires you on every level possible. The same as what you feel about your divine masculine. When you accept that your divine masculine feels that way about you, that is when they will speak their truth. When you're being truthful to yourself. Don't try and put the blocks and the challenges in the way, the obstacles of saying, oh no, I don't think he could. Because that means you're talking about someone separate to you, as if you're not one soul. It's not the same as a soulmate relationship. You don't need to have the worry and the doubt and the fear about this physical person, about your divine masculine, because you're one soul. When you trust yourself, when you're in tune with yourself, when you're aligned with your soul, your divine masculine will reveal who he truly is, his authentic self, and he will speak his truth and he'll tell you how he feels. But if you're talking bullshit to yourself and trying to work it all out as if your divine masculine is separate to you, that's when it goes wrong. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. This journey is very, very deep. We just have to keep working through the illusions and living in the 3D. You know, when we're living in the 3D, that is challenging sometimes. But we do have that strength within us to see past what's going on in the 3D, because you're a spiritual being. You have that strength within you, and you have that courage to believe and trust in yourself. Just be true to yourself, and that means that you're being loyal and truthful to your divine masculine. If you're doubting your divine masculine, that's your divine masculine's picking this energy up. You're doubting what you already know within yourself. You're doubting your divine masculine. So, right, it's now time to pick a card for you, and I'm going to pick the Power of Love. What you need to know during this weekend of March the 13th to the 14th, 2021. Let's do this. What is the message for the person that's watching, the Divine Feminine, that's watching? What is the message the Divine Feminines need to know during this weekend? What is the message to help the Divine Feminines this weekend to stay focused, to believe, to trust themselves? to trust in God, to understand that things happen when they're meant to happen, to divine timing, to believe in this divine relationship. What do they need to know to help them trust and believe and be truthful to themselves, the divine feminines? Responsibility, yeah. Take this responsibility. Don't put anything on anybody else. Whatever you're experiencing external to you, take the responsibility. Take responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express, yeah. Be awake, guys, this weekend. Be aware of the things in the 3D, the things you could be experiencing, the thoughts, the doubt and the fear. Be aware of all that and take responsibility of it. Don't put it onto anybody else. Whatever's happening to you externally from you, if your divine masculine's done something, or in any area of your life outside of you, you are responsible for how you're feeling. And when you take responsibility of that is practicing love. That's practicing unconditional love. When you take this responsibility, it's really important this weekend that you take that responsibility and not be pissed off with your divine masculine or triggered by your divine masculine. You have to centre yourself, ground yourself and find that inner peace, and you have that within you to convert everything into love. To not allow the dramas, to the ego, to allow the dramas to kick off and make scenarios up that are a lot worse than what they actually are. And that's what we do. That's what the ego does. And then the doubt and the fear and the anger, the frustration, the impatience comes in and takes over the love. Love conquers all. Love is more powerful than fear. Don't allow the fear to be more powerful in your life. Take responsibility of how you feel. Don't put it on anybody else. Own it. Own how you feel. Take responsibility. And if it feels shitty, if it's painful, if it hurts, feel it. Allow it. And do your best to convert it into love. Be kind to yourself as well. Don't think to yourself, oh, I'm failing because I'm feeling this trigger or I'm feeling this hurt. Just be kind to yourself and think, right, I am feeling this way and I'm behaving this way for a reason. What do I need to learn from this? Don't put it onto somebody else. Take full responsibility, own it, convert it into love, and know that things aren't happening to you to hurt you. You have these experiences to help you grow, to help you heal, to align you who you really are, to align with your soul. So, how amazing is that, guys? That's very emotional, isn't it? Take that responsibility. And that's when you find inner peace, and then your divine masculine will feel this inner peace. So he can tell you it's true. Because you're one soul. Okay, guys, that's deep, deep shit, isn't it? Deep, deep shite. That's for you, Anna. Okay. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me for this weekend reading. I loved doing it. It was very deep. As I said earlier, if you'd like a private reading for a clearer message for your personal, unique twin flame journey, just email me. It's in the description box down below. I do have Instagram as well. It's aligning with my soul. And I do have TikTok, and it's popping off. And I'm putting messages on there from your divine masculine every day. So go and join me on TikTok as well. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe if you feel connected to me. Like and share this video because it helps my channel grow. And always remember, guys, I'm on this journey too. I'm experiencing what you are experiencing. It sounds as if I've mastered all this and as if I know everything and I'm laying into you or being firm with you. It's because that's how God is channeling through me what message needs to come through to you today. And it's not just for you, it's for me to take this on board as well. Just remember that. I know how you feel. I know how challenging and painful it can be when the ego tries to feed us that. And I do think about you all the time, and I'm sending my love, my support, my strength and light to you all, and I love you all so very much. Just keep trusting yourself, be truthful to yourself, and keep believing, and then you'll receive. See ya.
Oh, but you're so